Happy birthday, happy birthday, Suge. I love you so. 48 candles makes my heart glow. Forever and ever. Oh, I love you so. But you're only 48. 48. And man, do you look great. You're the wittiest and the most talented content creator I know. Suge, 48 candles. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Suge, and many more. Greetings from the Tiger's Den. We wanted to kick this off as today is Uncle Suge's birthday on a happy note, singing happy birthday to you, Uncle Suge. Of course, everybody sing the title. The naked truth is always better than the best dressed lie. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. You're a bad, bad mister. In them penitentiary slippers, on your way to the shower. I know you're gonna be there for hours. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Yeah, and when you drop that soap, we know Big Bub will be there to give you some hope now. Yeah, and when he squeeze and tease, boy, we know you know that's dynamite, child. Yeah, and when you work and twerk, send your body all into a jerk now. Wow, skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. I want to just make this disclaimer. This disclaimer is for the protection of the content creator, me, and our community. Names, characters, places, and incidents and products of the creator. Any resemblance to any actual events, locales, or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. Once again, welcome to the Tiger's Den. This is the voice of Cheryl, and I am Toothless Tiger. Hello, everybody. And I just want to say greetings to Madria, Phyllis, Lazybone, FRW, and whoever else is with us. We have 17 people here, and we have 11 likes. If you don't mind, please hit the like button. I want to share some good news before I get off into the message this evening. So, Alicia, greetings. Ryan, greetings. Okay. I want to share some good news. Looking in my studio, they told me 4 days ago I reached 25,000 hours. And that means from whatever time period up to 4 days ago. And what that means for me is people, they said in my studio, people are spending more time watching your videos. That means a lot to me because, as you all know, I am one of the content creators that lose people every other day, it seems. I have 1,432 today. I lost 5 individuals in the last 28 days. And I lost 2 memberships, but yet I gained 3. So now, tell me who's zooming who, as Aretha Franklin would say. I am truly enjoying what I do. I thank you guys for enjoying it with me and showing up every Wednesday and every Sunday. And I promise my best to give you my best. When I came here, as you all know, I came here to share me and my journey. And that is what I'm going to share with you guys. I've decided that I'm also going to talk about things that affect me and us as a people, not just who we were before we were slaves. I told you who we were. You believe it, you don't, it's up to you. I gave you some tools that you could use. It's called keys to research and find out on your own and share it with your family. I share it with you, Neely Fuller, who tells us if you don't understand white supremacy and what it means, then everything you think you know will only confuse you. In the 9 areas of your life, we have people that runs. It is starting alphabetically: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. If you don't understand those things, there is nothing that I can say that's going to get you to understand them. I'm going to give you what I know. I'm going to share with you what I have, and then you have to pick up the mantle and do the research for yourself. If it's interesting to you, it would be your choice. I also know, I've been looking at the different leaders that we've had, and I've seen some TikToks that were great. And, some people made some very good points. We do everything we can to help our people. And for some reason, the system that don't want our people to know who we are. Well, I told you the reason. They're fighting for their survival. And so if you don't understand that concept, and if you don't understand that they run everything that they run, and nothing is pretty much going to change for us until we see us who we really are and change ourselves, then there is nothing I can do. And I am not a martyr. And I am not Martin Luther King. I'm not Malcolm X. I'm not Sojourner Truth. I'm not Harriet Tubman. I'm not any of those figures. The Honorable Nova Drew Ali. I'm none of that. I am that I am. And I give you who I am. I stand on 5 principles. Of course, there are many more, but these 5 I hold dear because they encompass a lot. And that is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And I will fight for it for me and my family, for you and your family, as long as fighting for you and your family. A lot of people admit, oh, you wasn't worried about until it was you. Now you call it bullying. That's true. I think I'm like all humans. I'm a little bit different because I advocate for people for issues that are not mine. And normally we get a very positive result, because I've learned one thing in this lifetime is that if you want to know something, you got to go to the book. And you got to go to the book that applies to the situation that you're going through. You know, a lot of people send you to the Sun book, and the Sun book is good for your morality. But this world is not ran on your view of morality. It's ran on a set of laws. And those laws are what we call colorable laws. They look like justice, but they may not be justice. We have a legal and a lawful standard of living. And legally, somebody can do something to you that may not be lawful. And if you don't read to know the difference, then you will acquiesce and go along with whatever they say. I'm doing the yes, y'all, for the people who honestly believe the lies that are floating around YouTube. I've really been looking at different people on YouTube, and it saddens me to know, and I'll say this over and over and over again, because repetition strengthens and confirms. Faith comes naturally. And a lot of people are caught up in the metaverse that they say is only YouTube. But daily we see people dying from acts of people on YouTube. We see people saying things that just ought not to be said to another adult, but they say it anyway. We see people divulging people's family histories. Maybe they call them secrets. I don't know what they call them, business. But we see people divulging things that really I'm not interested in. I don't want to know nobody's history. I didn't come here to find out how many years you spent in prison. If you share that story, then I am honored that you felt that you could share it with me. But I'm not looking for anybody's past so that I can put it out on YouTube and make them look less than. That's not what I do. And to be real honest, they don't look less than. The person that's doing that look less than honorable and honest and integral. And they really think that that's the way to make money on YouTube. But that is a way, but that's not the way. Hi, Regina M. Greetings. Glad you're here. That's not the way. Thank you so, Alicia, for putting up the disclaimer. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 allows allowance is made for fair use for any purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. A lot of these people now are saying what they want to say about you, showing what they want to show, and if you mention their name, then they want to say that you're bullying. After I started a bullying campaign, I am against bullying, harassment, and stalking, and I will forever speak to that issue and be against it. I am against people getting on YouTube trying to convince people that they want to meet up with them, knowing that they're lying. I am against people taking up donations to make the haters mad while they're lying to the people in their chat. And the chat knows, some of them, that they're being lied to. But some of them, maybe their lives are so entangled and so confused that they'd rather sit on here and cheer a lie and see somebody get hurt than to stand up and be the adults that they say they are in their daily lives when they go to their jobs. If they're dealing with their children, it makes you wonder, how do they deal with their children? Because the way they're acting here on YouTube is not very adult-like. Be that as it may, there is a man that goes by the name of Dadan. I call him a diabolical, convict, YouTube, cult, gang leader. You know, a lot of people are throwing these words around now as if it's play. Well, no, it's real. It's reality. And see, you probably should have seen my show when I talked about the definition of gangs and when I talked about the definition and the behavior of cults. And a YouTube cult is a metaverse cult that get these people involved in criminal activity, and they don't really realize that they're involved in criminal activity, but it is criminal. And because no one has done anything about it, then they think it's not, because no one is just going to come and arrest you. You have to actually bring forth a charge, and the prosecutor does that. But what you also can do is bring the accusation. See, we all talk about snitching. I was thinking about that snitching. I don't know what snitching is, because all people talk and all people tell somebody something. All people do it. But so Alicia normally puts in the chat, the only way that evil can prevail is that good men stand by and do nothing. Say nothing, and find it funny. See, we're supposed to be laughing at the humor of somebody's pain, not laughing at somebody's pain. We're supposed to be laughing at people that they say are roasting one another. Roasting, I know roasting is cooking. We call it cracking jokes. We call it, scoring on each other. But it's called many of things throughout the world. Hardin Boyston said they are embarrassed to call out the lie because they already chose one side over the other side. If they call out the lie, they fear being thrown out to the wolves and made to look like a fool. And that is a true fear. But what I try to get them to understand, and nobody wants to hear me, and that's fine. Somebody is listening. Do you hear me? Somebody is listening. But whether you stand up, whether you do something, it does not matter. See, when you have people like this man who call himself the Don, and I call him the diabolical cult gang leader of YouTube, when you have people like that, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is be at their eyesight. You have to be one that supports them. And if you're a content creator, you have to be one that's not going anywhere. You notice they always talk about numbers. I really want people to think about this and, ask yourself some questions. The way we resolve problems is that we ask questions and then we get answers to the questions. See, we let this man make it on too much. And he loves it because he stands on his show proudly, and I should say sit in his seat, and proudly says he do a lot of stuff for people to do stuff to him, but they don't do it. Well, I don't know what he wants people to do to him, because we're not physical people. We're not. Not that we can't be, but see, we have intellect. The animals in their natural state don't bother you unless you bother them. The law of the land says, if I don't harm you and you don't harm me, no harm is done. So Alicia says, and she put it in there, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. It's a quote routinely attributed to Edmund Burke. Thank you, so Alicia. And hi, Hardin Boyston. I'm glad you joined us. Yeah, it is a nice Sunday fun day for us here in Dallas as well. And the topic here today is the naked truth is always better than the best well-dressed lie. And this man, this YouTube cult gang leader, A couple of days ago, maybe more than 3, I understand that he was telling his chat he was coming to Dallas, Texas to confront Straight Talk, another content creator who had kind of given up, he said, on YouTube. He just kind of wanted to just bow out. He knew, he apologized to me, and he explained it the other day again. He apologized and let me know that he knew he was wrong by the things he was saying and doing, and he felt awfully bad about that. I forgave him that day. I forgive him to this day. I'm a person, I just talk about things that happened to me. But he is definitely forgiven. As a matter of fact, everyone that asked me, they are forgiven. You see, we all fall short of other people's expectations. And when we all came to YouTube, you know, not like the cult gang leader. He loves to brag on, he's been here 5 years and he's been working on this. But we know that that's not true. That may be true, he's been here 5 years. But he haven't been working on this, because we know now that when we first all came together with Kwame, he was being sued by young men exhibited same behavior that he exhibited toward all of us women that he take his anger out on. But this young man was a man, and he's done things in the community in which he came from where he was literally ran out of the community. And then he's on tape saying the dastardly stuff that he's saying about a man giving him fellatio, and the way he excused that is, oh, I say anything, y'all know, that's just the way that is. Who cares about what I said? Well, we all do. The way you treat people and the way you talk about people, we care because of the energy that you put out. It's destroying the YouTube community that we all came together. Now, we seen the first leg of the destruction with you and Kwame, and we have nothing to do with that. We can't control that. One moment, please. Okay, I thought there was somebody who needed me. I guess not. We all came here. Boy, we had a pipe dream. We all were happy. We were one. Kumbaya. Lord, kumbaya. I mean, we all thought that, you know, we were going to get some type of movement going where we were going to work together as one, as people. We were going to learn how to garden. We were going to start, you know, contributing to somebody using their land to get animals and teach the children how to raise chickens and how to get the eggs and sell the eggs, how to grow corn, how to grow all manner of vegetables. We were going to help single mothers. We all started just sending money because we want to help the children in that town get shoes. We all had all these beautiful ideas of what we were going to do. And then we all had some ideas of our own. And so we all ran. I've had a channel since 2013, but I only had 2 videos on my channel. I've had many people ask me to get on YouTube and just share me, and I wouldn't do it. I thought they were just trying to be funny. Hi, Sean. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate you. And let's see what Sean says. He says, coming by to salute and acknowledge your intellectual mind while still being entertaining. Keep building your platform. Thank you, Sean. I will. Happy ass in the building. You know, I used to love speaking to each other in all the hearts and send flowers, and we send out the love, and nobody loves each other. Everybody is trying to outdo each other, and we ought not be in competition with one another in the manner which we have to tear each other down. Burger King is in competition with McDonald's, but they're not trying to tear each other down. They have their own commercials, and they sell their product, and you either like the flame grilled, or you like the flip-flop on the grill. You like it how you like it. Oh, thank you, Sean. He said, salute to the lion's den. And I am a lioness. Trust me, I am. In nature. Scorpio by birth. Toothless tiger by YouTube. I'm all of that. Thank you so much, Sean. Okay, let me see. I had no reception for the last 40 minutes. Oh, well, you know how it is up in the mountains. Be careful up in the mountains. Be careful up in the mountains. Let me just say thank you to Sean for what he has done. And I'll play my new song again. That's a tribute to this story. I thank everybody for being here. We have 27 showing in the chat, 17 likes. If you forgot to hit the like button, Asatar, I know you're driving. So when you get to stop, hit that like button, please, sir. I'd appreciate it.
Your face. You got to remove the excess water. Now she's coming
This
out.
is how you do it. Thank you. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Everybody was YouTube fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. Ha. In fact, it is a little bit frightening. Make sure you have expert timing. There is little skinny mister and his underboss muddy black. They be lying up front and recording you in the back. From a hit the cash app to make the haters mad. Through your super chats, they would have stolen all you had. Everybody was YouTube fighting. Ha. Those cats were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Ha. Make sure you have expert timing. YouTube fighting. Hands and feet, fast as lightning. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. You're a bad, bad mister in them penitentiary slippers on your way to the shower. I know you're gonna be there for hours. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Yeah, and when you drop that soap, we know Big Bub will be there to give you some hope now. Yeah. And when he squeeze and tease, boy, we know you know that's dynamite, child. Yeah. And when you work and twerk, send your body all into a jerk now. Wow. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. All righty now. As said, how dare you, toothless? I was the first to hit the like around 5 p.m. and time 7 p.m. your time. When you first posted live. Well, thank you, Asatar. You know I love you for that. You know you always forget. Don't be trying to show out now. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. Sean said, I love your knowledge, Toothless. Hey, Asatar. So, Alicia, Madria, Sean Kitchen, Regina says, welcome everyone coming into the room. Thank you for your support. Remember to hit the like button. And Maria is reminding everyone that we do have, if you want to contact me, you can contact me for any of my products, because I actually do have products. I have t-shirts, keychains, mugs, memory pillows. If you want to get pictures of someone you love that passed on or was born and you want to get it on a pillow, we make those. Ass is talking about Peruvian food. If you ask what that is, we're going to have a real life issue. But I tell you what, I'm not going to ask, so you're not going to worry about me and the issue. Oh, you love those lyrics, Ass? Thank you. Ass, I think you just love everything I say almost, because you will correct me. Hi, Jody Lee. Thank you so much. Oh, that's Jade. Hey, Jade. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. I just got my new set of eyes. I got my cataracts fixed. This one, this eye is bruised. This one. Is that the right one? No, it's this one. This one is bruised, but it's coming real well. But I can see colors again. I can see definitions in people's face. Beautiful picture, Jade, beautiful. Okay. Hey, Phyllis, she's speaking to Sean. Okay, Regina said, I have to go in the class. She's busy multitasking. Okay, but she's listening. Okay, we love you, Regina. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. That's Regina M. We met so long ago and we didn't even realize it. And she found me again. And I'm grateful. Grateful. Let's go back to what I was saying about us here on YouTube. One of the things that I've been seeing, all of the beeping and the bickering and the fighting, whatever they call all of this stuff that they're doing, is really disheartening. You know, these women, they think it's really honorable to call someone a bitch. And, you know, I love to cuss, and I'll cuss from time to time. But one of the things that they've done for us here on YouTube is they decided if we want to be getting advertisement, if we really want to make a difference, then we can't have the majority of our videos just calling each other names. And it makes so much sense because I cuss in my everyday conversation vernacular, but talking to people, I don't just cuss people out. I don't do that. I don't. So I don't want that to be what someone remember me for. Now, in the funny, it's okay. But trying to destroy somebody's image, trying to destroy their spirit, trying to break them where they don't breathe anymore, makes no sense to me. When we all came together, we said, because we was looking for something better for our community. We wanted to be better people. We wanted to be recognized for who we are and what we contribute. Well, in this YouTube game, we're not doing well. And just because one or two people get a lot of cash apps and have big numbers as subscribers does not a great content creator make. It doesn't. Let's go back to the cult gang leader. He wants me to believe, and I'd like for you all to ask yourself this question. He had about 13,000 people, supposedly, when he hooked up with Kwame. And from the time that he was with Kwame, I'm going to say he gained up to about 17,000 is what I recall. Some people recall more. It could be more. So mine is an approximate. It is not science. But then they ended up with, let's say, 17,000 people. And let's say by August, they ended up with 25,000. Now, August 21st, this man started making me his enemy. It happened about 3 days before the 21st. So maybe around the 19th or the 18th of August is when he tested his base. And see, what people need to understand is each one of us as content creators have our own base because we have our own platform. Our base are you guys that come and support us. For however long you're here, for whatever you do, if you show up and you listen to the sound of my voice, or if you hit the like button, you are supporting me. If you share my video, you're supporting me. If you comment on the video, even with just an emoji, you're supporting me. And you're letting YouTube know that someone other than me is interested in what I have to say. And if you give me a donation, that is a plus, because that adds to the capital in my business. Because we don't look at it this way, but I try to explain to everybody, this is truly a business. It's another stream of income. You can go to the lowest of low, or you can go to the highest of high. It's whatever you're willing to put into your business. And you should never lose sight that it's your business. So you can't depend on other people for your business to be successful. If you don't show up, you don't have a business that's functioning properly. I know my limitations, and I know my physical and my emotional state of being. And I know I'm not willing to do much more than I do. I may sometimes do a daily recording of a video. Who knows? I doubt that. I'm a transparent person, and I've said this from day one. It's not that I don't change my mind, because I do. And I have the right to do that. We all do. You know, again, that goes back to us being intellectual beings, and it makes us a little bit different from animals. But you can even see an animal change their mind. Sometimes when you think a dog is coming and you think he's going to attack you, and that dog look at you like you crazy and walk on by you, he changed his mind, in my mind. Perhaps he sensed that you were not an enemy, and he didn't have to be on an attack. I read a story about an anaconda just the other day. One of the largest snakes in the world, the largest. It gets up to 500 pounds and 30 feet long. And this tour guide in the Amazon in Brazil was taking people on the tour. And he said he saw the anaconda. He was like underwater, but he was on a log. And he saw it spiral up, looking like he was ready to attack. But he went on over by that way anyway. And the anaconda came up out of the water. Now they're 30 feet long, and struck him. But he didn't strike him and latch on. Just struck him and went back in the water. Come to find out, they're not venomous snakes. They're constrictors. So they're more like boa constrictors. They wrap themselves around you and squeeze you to death. Squeeze the total life out of you. Some of these people here on YouTube think they're anacondas. And they want to squeeze the life out of you. And they will if you let them. They will if you allow their base to put them up to do things that they know they wouldn't ordinarily do. The stuff people say to me as a 64-year-old woman, and then they have the audacity to tell me I shouldn't be here as if they should, and they're in their 30s and 40s. No, we all can be here because we all have something to contribute. Maybe. I haven't heard much from many of these people on YouTube because most of us are just trying to find our way and try to figure out what is it that we really want to do, or what it is, or whatever. I'm pretty consistent on what I want to do and what I'm going to talk about. And then I have to defend me at all costs. And there are people you need to get back to. No, you get back to. See, I gave you some tools. So if what I done taught you this far don't help you, I can't help you any further. I'm living what I'm trying to teach you. This is not massa, quote unquote, doing this to me. Yet, it is a symptom of white supremacy. See, they taught us very well to hate ourselves. And they taught us that it can only be one. Now, there is not one billionaire, and we only know a few that look like us. There are plenty of billionaires, and not to mention how many millionaires. We even have thousandaires. But when we look to us as a people, we may make thousands, but most of us make under 50,000. And when you look at that, there's something wrong with this picture. And this is America, the land of the free, they say, the home of the brave, they say. I say the land of the free and the home of the slave, because we volunteer for a lot of stuff that we don't even have to volunteer for. We don't teach our children how to live. We prepare them for death. And you need to know death is a part of life. It is. It's a natural part of life, because we were taught, if you believe in the Sun book, that it's appointed once for man to die. That's appointed. So that means that it ain't nothing you can do about that date. It's already set. Then there's a scripture that come back and say, hold up now, wait a minute. Now, you can shorten your days if you don't honor your mother and your father. And then it tells your mother and your father, you have a standard to live by too. Don't provoke your children. You see, we all have a role. And I just decided I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on things and how I see them. I didn't want to do that ever because I didn't want nobody getting angry at me and thinking I'm picking on them and then put me in something I don't want to be in. But this man decided to make me an enemy. He decided to do that. And the crowd said, yes, she ain't nothing. Oh, bald-headed, toothless, stinky. Whatever they could call me, that's what they called me. Just the day before, I was ain't like a mother or like a grandmother. Oh, what a difference a day makes. But it is better. Hear me when I say this, y'all. I'm for real. It is better to have the naked truth than a well-dressed lie. I promise you it is. Looks like I got something on my computer. I didn't see that with my glasses off. Yeah. Right on my little nosy. You know, and this man sits up and look at everybody's shows, and then he runs them live, and then now he strikes every chance he gets. Everybody that says his name. And he's, I guess, he's really kind of like an oxymoron. He's really not real. He really does not know who he is or who he wants to be. But he and Black Mundo has tag teamed against me. One who made me his enemy. The other who did the same thing. And they've always been working together. I figured it out. And it was just fate that Asatar saw what was happening to me and cared enough to speak out. And then asked Black Mundo, would he speak out because he had a platform and Asatar didn't have a platform, but he had a voice. And he used his voice in every chat he went in. So much so, they didn't even want him in Skinny's chat, but they turned on Asatar before he turned on me. Everything this man does is calculated. And all of these people sit there and say, ooh, one thing I like about him, he's consistent. Yeah, he consistently messes up. There's just nothing wrong with being consistent. Matter of fact, that's what you want to be if you're right. If you're doing right, that's what you want to be. Consistent, dependable, compassionate. This man has one trait. Consistent. Consistent in what? Messing up. Mistreating people. Lying on people. Deceiving people. Scamming his people. You know, and I can say that he scammed his people because I was one that was scammed by him. We gave money for him to get a lawyer last year when he was going through legals. He's been going through legal trouble since 2021. 2021, 2022, and now 2023. This man has been going through the court system. And he thinks because he dodged all of the attempts of the process server that he wasn't served when I served him via YouTube according to the court order. He's been served. He's been served as himself, and he's been served as his LLC. And he thinks changing all of these names is going to really help him. I guarantee you it's not. It shows willful and intentional fraud. That's what it shows. His actions show that. And he's doing it in living color. Now, he dodged the processes of service. He couldn't be found. But how you think the judge gonna feel when he can come to Dallas, Texas and ride around and tell a man to come meet him so he can do something to him? It's not gonna look good. And all y'all think it's fake and it's phony, and the truth, where did you go? The Truth 2.0, who loves to post about me negatively. Where did you go? Southern Gotti? Oh yeah, you pop up every now and then. The swindler who swindled me out of my money. And I can say that unequivocally. Swindled me because she said she liked me. I even have a text where she said she loved me as a person. But now her every word is she doesn't like me, never did, and I was nothing to her but business. And remember, she said she didn't take any money because she didn't charge me anything. But she took money. $861 worth of money. Yeah, she received it gladly. Phyllis Asatar, Phyllis is probably going to mess up your name because she sure can't say it right. But she's probably going to spell it wrong. Charge it to her head and not her heart. She's not being funny like Bree, for real. She's going to mess it up. Even trying to get it right. I'm telling you now, Ash, she's going to mess it up. Thank you, Jade. Thank you so much. Okay, Harden said, interesting you said that because always wondering why small business in the local regions want to place their business links on Kwame page in his viral moment. It was all negative beef. And it was negative beef. And you know what, Harden? We didn't see it as negative beef because we were so far removed from him and his peers. All we saw was him and his friends. What we call here, we call it ranking or scoring on each other. And most people in YouTube land call it roasting one another. And you know, what I knew about roasting other than cooking is when celebrities would be on the show and they would roast each other, and each one would talk about the one that was either coming before them or after them, but they all talked about the person that was the guest of honor for that evening. And that's what I knew of roasting, but that's what they called it here on YouTube. So I joined in with, the roasting deal. But they were friends, or they worked together. They knew each other. And so we all thought it was all funny. It stopped being funny when the celebrity, ex-NBA player, started going back and forth with everyday YouTubers, everyday people. That's when all of the problems started, in my opinion. You know, he didn't cause the problem. It's just like a person that has an alcohol or a drug problem. You can't blame anyone other than the person that choose to do whatever it is they choose to do. You can't blame someone else for someone else's action, which they seem to do that very well here on YouTube. And I guess in the metaverse, you could do that if you were talking about meta people, but we're talking about real people. And we have decisions we must make for ourselves. We have to do that. So Alicia said, Harden, that's a good question. I guess it offers some sort of a platform, good or bad. It was probably the lowest platform kind of access to. And I that, when Quan went viral, he went from 2,000 to 3,000 to 400,000, and then he came up with the idea that he wanted to promote businesses. But now we see it's just like most of these people here, is some people really don't want to support us and buy our products because they don't know if you're going to take their information, their mailing information, their private information they share with you so that you can send them a product that they paid for. You don't know if they're going to take that information and later come back, and now we see your whole family on YouTube. We had no clue that people were going to go and look and see if you have a Facebook page and copy all of your pictures and then put your father's picture up on a wall and say your father molested you, when that never happened. These people, you don't know each other. True that. But we all are supposed to be integral human beings. And we know it's not all of nothing. So we know it's supposed to be 1 or 2 people off. But to find a whole group of people where 95% of the people are showing off behavior, it's something wrong with that picture. We have 29 likes and 39 people in the chat. Check and see if you hit the like button. And if you didn't, please hit the like button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Lazy say he and his family is doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you and your family doing, Wilma? Hope all is well. And Wilma said, hello, Lazy Bone. How are you and your family? Wilma, it's good to see you. Glad you're here. And Hardin says, so Alicia, I was captivated by the viral moment instead of the long-term impact it might have if they associated their business with a channel that cuss and argue all day. Yeah, that's true. And see, it wasn't, I don't believe, supposed to be like that. I don't think people really have a problem. Most of us don't with you cussing. That's just a vernacular that you use. But for you to use it as a weapon, the way it's being used here on YouTube is really disheartening. And then it would probably deter some people from not wanting to support you or your business. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. I just cut it today. I just cut it. Hey, Boss Cap. I just cut it today before I came on. Regina said, side note, I am currently multitasking and in and out of the chat. I cannot see but listening and dropping down from time to time. So if I have a delay or didn't see you, please don't take it personal. So Alicia said, Harden, I was too. At the time, it was something I'd never experienced. There were times designated to promoting. So at the time, it seemed balanced. But now looking back, I don't know. And that's so very true. We have 41 people in the chat and 29 likes. Please hit the like button if you didn't hit the like. It really helps. It really helps us. As said, looks like he's about 3 minutes behind the live. Phyllis says she behind in the chat. And Harden said, I hate when the gadgets try to auto-correct words without permission and mess up the internet. I mean, the intent of the word. Yeah, that does happen a lot. They call themselves maybe grammatically correcting something that you may have intended to be another way. But getting back to what I was saying about the deception that runs so prevalent in these streets, and especially by the man that called himself the Don, who I call the diabolical convict YouTube cult gang leader. You know, see, I believe all of this that he did when he went and just went ballistic on TY, Straight Talk, Southside, Brown Skin Lady, So Ivy, Travis Seals. I think he did that to try to dismantle what looks like his random. He kind of threw him under the bus. Rashida is to look like these are the names that was on the organization chart that I put together myself of the people that he has in charge of whatever it is he has them in charge of. What they need to understand, this is not the same like a drive-by shooting. They do drive-by lions. See, all they have to do is lie on you, and then the crowd will turn on you. That's the herd mentality. Then they start flushing your chat with trolls, just saying the most obnoxious stuff in the name of that's supposed to be fun. Nothing is fun about that. And at one time, I can go back and see all of those people that call me all of those names now and laugh and talk about me. I went back in my chat and was reading some things that I just couldn't believe that some of those people had ever even been in my chat. Didn't even know they had ever been in my chat. And then the same man that he pumped up to harm me and my son and my sister and my nephew, now he's coming to Dallas to meet him so they can throw down. Well, that was a lie. Again, deception. Just like the Hellcat that he loves to brag on. The $15,000 he loved to say that he had and his little son had in his hand at the car dealership. I was a part of the group that gave that money. I too gave. That was supposed to go for an attorney. I'm sure I can hear him now. That lady lied. Why she lied on me? Why you lie? Naked truth is better than a well-dressed lie. And this man don't even dress his lie good. But because these people are so unhappy in their lives, no form of happiness can keep you in that situation. Listening to this man degrade me, and back to what I said about numbers that everybody love to talk about. This man had I gave him 25,000. And he's gone from August 21st talking about me every day, calling me every manner of whatever, my mama, my daddy, and my dead brother, and talking about everything he can think of to say for 2 hours, 3 hours, however many he chooses to call me all of those names. And he used such venom when he used the words that he called me. This man wants me to believe he's gotten 65,000 people. So from 25,000, 40,000 people joined that channel, and he was on another channel that don't even have 10,000 people. Makes no sense. The math ain't mathing. And nobody would ask the question, how could this be? Now he's got so many channels, he don't know what to do. He's got a channel with 8,000, a channel with 2,000, a channel with 1,900, a channel with 63,000. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Number one, you're not going to make me believe that 40,000 people joined your channel because you called me a bitch and a hoe every 5 minutes. Nobody's going to make me believe that. Nobody. Talked about my mother and the maggots eating her body, and my daddy and my brother. Oh, he made fun and laughed at myself, Sciatica, and Ryan being molested because we shared our stories. Oh, it was funny to him. And now he wants us to believe that he came to Dallas. Originally, he came to Dallas to meet up with Straight Talk so they could have it out face to face. That's when he was getting money from his people. Oh, and they gave, because they give religiously to Miss. Yeah, they support him very well. You see, one thing I know about him, though, he was in Dallas, he said, and he was telling people, not one of you can show me $1,000 check from YouTube. Well, I bet you he can't show us $1,000 check today. I bet you he ought to feel real bad going from $5,000 to $6,000 a month down to $1,000. Yeah, he ought to feel real bad about it. But his ignorance and his belligerence and his lack of self-discipline won't allow him to stop self-destructing. And then he wanted us to believe, after I figured it out, when I heard this story about him coming to Dallas, I had heard that the 17th was Charleston White's birthday and that he was going to have a show here in Dallas. Matter of fact, he was having one on the 17th and the 18th. And when I heard this man talking about he was supposed to have been coming to Dallas, supposedly to meet up with Straight Talk, actually he just got his people to fund him to come and pay for an interview with Charleston White. And now he's bragging, oh, I'm gonna sign up with Nigga Nation. Nigga Nation. I bet you he don't even know what nigga stand for. I bet you if you asked him, what does nigga stand for? He couldn't tell you. But it is an acronym. And Charleston patented. He owns it. Never ignorant. I had figured it out because I didn't write it down. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. That's what nigga stands for Charleston White. Because he works in the community. He works with children. He works with children who's committed crimes, heinous crimes, where they've killed their parents. They killed their friends, their siblings. They even killed strangers. And he meets with the mothers to try to help them navigate through this system that they found themselves in. This man that's riding on his coattails, so he thinks, who flew himself to Dallas off of his chat in the name of meeting up with Straight Talk. He had Straight Talk so very upset. He actually went to meet with this man. That man went nowhere close to Dallas. Nowhere close to Dallas. Now, if you call 30 miles away, 34 miles, 28 miles close to Dallas, then you could say he's closer than he is when he's in South Carolina. He pretended he was in Oak Cliff, Grand Prairie, Arlington, Fort Worth, because you can name some cities in a metropolitan area that you say you grew up in, doesn't make you in those places. And if you were in those places, who cares about you being in those places? We certainly don't. And then he had the audacity, not the audacity, he had the audacity to throw me in the mix. And gummy granny son ain't pulling up. Tell him he can pull up. My son wouldn't pull up if he pulled up. That ain't the way we do business. He already see he's in federal court. Why would my son pull up when his mama already to win? Why? I'm about violence. No, I'm not. As y'all know, all that's been with me from the beginning. 3 fights and lost all 3. I learned to fight intellectually. I learned the pen was much mightier than the sword. So much so, he dodged the pen and told the post office to hold his mail and have them to return the mail to sender. He won't even receive my letters. But he tell his chat that nobody sent me no letter. And wouldn't it be a green card if somebody sent you something certified? Yeah, it would be. But when you tell your post office to hold it, and they hold it until they can't hold it anymore, yeah, it's coming back to the sender. Yeah. Wilma said, Toothless, please give us your thoughts and wisdom on how you rise higher than these snakes who crawl beneath us with their evil. We know that evil never wins. It's a lot of work that I've put into my life. See, I used to be very codependent, and I thought I was a savior, and I wanted to save everybody, anybody that had an issue. I even have people here on YouTube that don't even speak to me, don't talk to me, but will hit me up in the background and ask me, can they borrow money? And of course, I'll loan it to them, because I never give away nothing that I can't afford to give away. What do you mean by that? It doesn't mean I have it to give away, because I don't have money to just give away. But if I give it to you, then I'm not looking for it in return. No way, shape, form, or fashion. My mama always taught us that whoever you help may not be the one that helped you. So you got to help them because it's in you to do that. I've never had a jealous bone in my body. My mama taught us that don't envy nobody for what they have, because you might not be willing to pay the price that they're willing to pay to have what they have. And I can guarantee you I'm not. My daddy taught us to know yourself. And that if you don't learn it from home, him, my mom, my siblings, then you get out there in the streets and teach you. And the streets don't love you like they do. So I was a great listener as well as a thinker. My parents were not the kind of parents to say children ought to be seen and not heard. We had a voice and we could use it, and I did. So I had conversations with elders. This stuff don't feel good to me. Not at all. But who are they? They love to remind me, after all, we don't know each other. And I know we don't know each other, because if they knew who I was, they wouldn't treat me like they do. I guarantee you that. Especially Skinny, the one who's riding on Charleston's coattail. See, Charleston says he's a character. He studied Dolomite, and he's a character on YouTube. And when he was explaining that when they were at the restaurant, the volume went away. That's the interview that Skinny's going to show on his show. See, what he didn't want them to know is he came here to interview Charleston. And Charleston let everybody know, you're going to pay him for his time. Skinny let him tell it. If he's so into Charleston and about to sign with Nigga Nation, if he's really about to sign with Nigga Nation, why are you in Richardson, Texas, and Charleston live on the other side of Fort Worth? Now, I ain't saying the man got to bring you in his house, because after all, it is business. You say you grew up in Fort Worth. But wouldn't you want to live in Arlington or Fort Worth, at least Tarrant County? You're over here in Richardson and talking about you're in Dallas, a suburb of Dallas, probably where Rainey lives, probably with her whoever she lives with. You know, it ain't too many of us live in Richardson. And there are some hard-working people, and some make plenty of money, a very few. Plano used to be our city. Matter of fact, one of my good friends whose family grew up in West Dallas, and everybody know Miss Crump. Why Skinny think he's in West Dallas and protected? No, you don't know who you're amongst in West Dallas. You don't know the Jernigans of West Dallas. But them Dewberries know him. I bet you they know him. To the people you trying to kiss they behind or the ring on Charleston's finger, I don't know them and they don't know me. But we know some people that we both respect. And if they knew that you were doing me like you were doing me, I don't think that it would be honorable. You see, that very lawyer that Charleston attribute his life-changing Louis Stern, I told you this before, son. That's my first cousin. And he retired as the Honorable Judge Louis Stern. You don't know what you think you know. You don't know who I am. And I don't play games. And I don't know why you came to Dallas. I say, like a little old follower, to try to hook up with Charleston. But if Charleston saw the game in Kwame, and hear me good, Dadon, if he saw the game in Kwame, and I remember when you and he were going at each other, and he was coming at you so hard, you decided to leave Charleston alone. Because, you know, in case you forgot, I remember when you tried to go at him, just like your little girl Rainey. Oh, and she went and pulled up all kind of stuff. Even when the guy said that he knew all about Charleston, and she kept trying to get this guy to say Charleston wasn't who he said he was. And then she kept talking about his 501c3 that he said he never used. And she kept trying to make it be he forfeited it. You know, she might need to use the dictionary and understand what happened. He never used it. You guys just say stuff for sensationalism. And then these people love to hate because we were taught to hate ourselves. Whatever happened to loving yourself? Wilma, I learned to love myself at a young age. I went through some things. So I forgot and got lost in some stuff I thought I'd never see myself in. But I got lost. Nothing criminal. Yeah, he called us crackheads. No, I loved people like you, son. I loved crackheads. And I still do. I love all people. I don't like many. But I love all people. You see, because we all have a human condition. And we all choose right or wrong. Some of us were taught right from wrong. And we know how to deal with our emotions. A lot of you have not been taught how to deal with your emotions. And I can tell that by the way you handle adults on YouTube. This is all a game and a joke for you all. This is not a game or a joke. People are dying every day by something stupid they said or did on YouTube. Whether it makes your news story or not, those things are happening. Family members are killing each other. Stuff that they said on Facebook. Stuff that people are putting out. And y'all think it's okay to keep talking about people's family because y'all say they talked about your family. You drew first blood. Rambo just responds. Y'all have no respect for the living. I don't know why y'all want all that respect for the dead. You know, Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead, and all y'all claim y'all love Jesus, but y'all don't know nothing he said. So maybe Jesus to y'all is Jesus, And since most of y'all probably don't listen to Jesus, Jesus can't tell you nothing. I don't know what your problem is. I honestly don't. But I know that y'all don't live in no way like adults and then wonder why they treat us like children. Because that's what we act like, children. Wilma say, you are still growing, still teaching, and still reaching others with wisdom, and their jealous seeds still show, but yet you still never give up on growing and leading. No, I can't do it. You see, I had a young man to rear. See, nobody may not see him as a man, but his mother does, because she knows the stages of life. And she gave him life. And he lives in the integrity of his manhood and his mother and his father. And he's grateful for all of his aunties and uncles, whether they imparted good or bad. He even loved the doping stepfather. My son does. I had to teach him what I could teach him. I could give him instruction. I could give him integrity. I could give him honor. I could give him discipline. I could give him that. I can't teach him how to be no man. I'm the one who created man. But I don't know the functions of a man's anatomy like a man. I gave him what I could give him. And he sought and still seeks. My son is a very well-rounded young man, one who offered this no-good, diabolical YouTube convict cult gang leader an opportunity to change his life. He gave him a few suggestions, and he didn't listen. Play the tapes, son. You say you record everybody, Skinny. You made a big deal about me recording. Naked truth, well-dressed lie. But now you record. Play the recordings when my son gave you the advice that now you pretend you're trying to take with Charleston. You're not going to change. I'm getting interviews with who? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Oh, I'm sorry. Larry, Curly, Mo, and Shimp. Who are you getting interviews with? Oh, Rudy Ray Moore and Cornet Dolomite? Okay. That's who you getting your interviews with. But you couldn't get Dr. Umar. Or you wanted him so bad. You couldn't get Umar. You couldn't do that. So you'd rather say I spent all that money, all the what money? Show the receipts. You know, your people say you're a receipt man. Prove all the money that I gave Umar. Prove it, son. Y'all don't question Skinny on nothing. He just skinny, skinny, skinny. Don't nobody care about no Skinny but y'all. And I'm going to tell you, to be honest, y'all don't care about Skinny. Y'all just don't like y'allself. And so y'all rather laugh at other people's pain. Y'all rather laugh when y'all hear a grown man say he want to put his private part down a 3-year-old's throat. And because he gets on YouTube and record him saying, yeah, man, I'm sorry, man. He already had that planned. He said because he was recording. Then he threw Travis under the bus. And he swear him and Travis so close with him, he was on a video with the man saying that he had 2 men to come up murdered because they were beefing with him. Oh, Travis was backing him up. Yeah, he remember. Oh, Chase with his big head. He was grinning and laughing. He talks about me. First change ain't no robbery, never shall be. I can't allow you to do what you want to do to me. And don't think I'm going to stand up for me. Because I'm going to do that. Not in the way that you do it. But I'm going to do that. You see, I had a daddy that was a fighter. My brother, my nephew, all them people. I handle this like, you know what? They're all handle business. My family real me in the way I handle business. So if I want to handle it the way I'm handling it, I have the support of all that love me. I have the support. I have the support of a YouTube family. You see, because I have a base too. And what we like to do is engage one another. We like to have conversations. You know, we like to laugh and talk. We like to talk about people too, because you know I do that. But my goal ain't never to put nobody down. See, because I don't need to put you down for me to rise. I am the star on my stage. I keep telling y'all that. Yeah, I am. That I am. My mama gave me this. Didn't nobody else give it to me. This is innate. And I don't mind sharing me with the world. You see, I can only keep what I have by giving it away. And the same stuff that he's lying on this YouTube, telling people he about to do this with Charter, he finna go this play, he finna go that play. Now he said, Mom Boss, he was the one who embarrassed the lady. He was the one that had her crying. He was the one that talked about her like a dog. Now, see, we can get with Mumbo and she can help us get tickets. Always when he can use you. And unfortunately, it's nothing wrong with using a person. What's really, really sad for him, misusing, because he don't know how to use people. See, it's one-sided. We all use each other for whatever we need from one another. That's human nature. We're interdependent beings. So we need each other. For whatever it is you feed me and I feed you, we need that. But what we don't need is to misuse and abuse one another. And he doesn't know how to draw the line. He doesn't. Don't think Charleston don't know who you are, son. Don't think that he saw Kwame Brown and he say his soul went cold, that it's not on that same ice with you. Whatever he needs you for right now, that's why he's allowing you in his space. You see, you are a convict. All of those men that you were with, if you went to West Dallas, were convicts who came home and changed their lives. You didn't come home and change your life. And I know that by your mind and the words that you speak when you spoke on me. And I did nothing but gave you $722.33 in 6 months. And then you mad because I can count it to the penny. And you going to tell me what super classification said. No. It don't work like that. We have 40 people in the chat, 31 likes. Can I please get y'all to hit the like button for me? Hello, Captain Wolf. Yeah, he is a fraud. And he's not really meeting no women. Trust me, he's not. He might have came here and met Rainey. But you seen him at that party with Charleston White. He was sitting on that bench on his telephone looking like he was lost in space. He looked like the little old, I don't know if y'all know the show Lost in Space and the robot Will Robinson. He looked like that robot sitting there playing with his phone. He wasn't even having conversation, and the young lady said something to him. And he looked like he was lost in space. That young man ain't going all around no country. He came here, and perhaps he came here just for Charleston's interview. Y'all do understand that. Interview. And he had to come here to get it, because he wasn't going to get it no other way. could be wrong. He lie all the time and people seem to love it. So if by chance I'm not correct, charge it to my head and not my heart. I'm just using logic. That's all I'm using. You see, this man defies logic. I operate in logic. Think about it. This man said he came to Dallas, Texas. He was on a video for 7 minutes yesterday talking about he driving all over Dallas. He all over. He wasn't in Oak Cliff. He wasn't in East Dallas. He wasn't in sunny South Dallas. He wasn't in Funky Town where he said he grew up, Fort Worth. He wasn't in Arlington, the college town. And he certainly didn't go to Arlington when Straight was upset and went sitting there waiting on him in an open parking lot, which I'm so very glad he didn't show up, because Straight was serious. This man is not serious. This man is not serious. He wants to cause somebody else some harm. That's what he does. That's what these cult dang leaders do. They get you to engage in the behavior that'll send you to the penitentiary or the grave. They don't look at shows like I look at. They don't understand Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy. They don't understand the stuff that they're doing is actually criminal. And then he laughs and makes fun and say that I'm trying to make my own RICO charge. No, sir, you're doing very well. You're doing very well. You took money in the name of a man to come and pull up on him. And then you get here in a hotel that's not the DoubleTree Hilton in Richardson, Texas. He gave that address. And I don't know how he chose that one. But if you go online and pull up that hotel, I guarantee you, curtains in the room and the wall that he was in, the furniture is not the look of the DoubleTree Hilton, Richardson, Plano. See, right there on the border. He's almost in Collin County. This man wasn't even in Dallas County unless they did make it to West Dallas. And I don't know if they did or not. He was teetering Collin County. And then when he and Charleston was at the service station, when he started talking about StraightTalk calling him the Texas Strangler and talking about him strangling his wife for 5 minutes, Armando's story, Armando gave him that story. They've been working together all the time. When he started telling Charleston this story about this man, yeah, I'm in Dallas. No. Nigga, remember you're going to be a member of the nigga nation? No. You were in Frisco, Dallas Parkway, and Stonebrook Parkway. People in Dallas don't go there. He's a joke. And all these people really believe that this man really came here. And see, Straight didn't even he didn't make himself available. He did, he that. I'm glad he came to his senses and realized he don't need to do any of this. This is not important. Who is he trying to prove something to? Certainly not people in YouTube who don't care about anybody or anything they say. After all, it's just YouTube. So if it's just YouTube, why are we meeting up and flying into Dallas? And then he didn't even fly into Southwest. He flew into DFW, which leads me to believe he flew in on Spirits. So he got him a cheap flight, I'm sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't at the airport. I have no clue. I'm just using common sense. He certainly wouldn't have flew into Dallas Love Field and drove to Richardson to stay in no hotel. But hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, I think he was in a Motel 6. Straight, who knows? He might have been in the one that he said you used to be in, off of 360 in Arlington, because he was probably somewhere closer to Arlington, Fort Worth. Probably closer to the airport. Closer to where he could get with Charleston. I'd be willing to bet. Just my assumption. You know what they say assuming does for us. So it can make an ass out of me. I don't mind. But I'm just assuming. Harden says he ain't accustomed to the social lifestyle because he have become so attached to his house, YouTube studio, or the garage where there were no children bikes. I'm sorry. Someone asked me if I would just please for a moment, give them a moment to catch their breath. So on that note, let me just play one or two of my songs. And I know a lot of people don't like these songs, but I have some people that do. The time has come for us. Stop messing around. I almost thought you really were serious about stop bullying. Oh, Mondo. So many times I thought you were sincere. For you to say I filed the charges in my ear, Mondo. You start doxing. Oh, my heart was yearning for you to file charges against Skinny Mister. My heart was a yearning for you to file the charge. Oh, my heart was yearning for you to file the charge.
Mondo can keep doxing everybody's life. Mondo can keep doxing everybody's life. You can't Mondo doxing everybody's life. Mondo doxing everybody's life. You can't Mondo doxing everybody's life. Mondo doxing everybody's life.
Here we go. Hey, you know, there's a whole lot of bullying going on YouTube. You know, a lot of screenshotting and stalking and harassing. There was this guy named Mondo. He used to say he stood with me against bullying until he decided to take my campaign and turn it into a movement for We Stand and two other women that he and the WWE tag team partner that he shares used to bully. I said, no, thank you. And I walked away. But while I was there, I noticed he find out information against people that he say he was against. And the next thing we know, we heard all of this stuff about their families. They call it something. What is it? Doxing? Oh, beep, 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 beep. No doxing, Mondo. Beep, beep. No doxing on YouTube. Beep, 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 beep. No doxing, Mondo. Beep, 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 beep. No doxing on YouTube. Beep, 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 beep. It seems like you want to really be a part of something great. If you want to be a part of the lawsuit, have your attorney to contact me. I present myself. Or just wait until I decide to add you to the suit. You can do it however you choose. But just remember, LexisNexis is not affiliated with YouTube. And you didn't get them from just anywhere. So it's going to be interesting with you and the organization as you explain all of this doxing. Beep, 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 beep. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. You're a bad, bad mister. In them penitentiary slippers, on your way to the shower. I know you're gonna be there for hours. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Yeah, and when you drop that soap, we know Big Bub will be there to give you some hope now. Yeah. And when he squeeze and tease, boy, we know you know that's dynamite, child. Yeah. And when you work and twerk, send your body all into a jerk now. Wow. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. I want to thank you for the Cash App.
Your face. You got to remove the excess water. Now she's coming
This
out.
is how you do it. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully they had enough time to catch their breath. I tell you, this experience here on YouTube has really been an experience. You know, when you go through school and you go through the bullies, and you know, you think that once you become an adult that, you know, you're past that phase of life. Unfortunately, you go into the workforce and then you get bullies all over again. Some of them are your boss. Some of them are people that you work with. You go to church. Here you meet another bully. And a lot of people that are older than people try to bully people. That are bigger than people try to bully people. These people, I don't know where their concept of bullying comes from. And perhaps because this guy was tall and should have been a basketball player, and he didn't play basketball, decided to play for the penitentiary, I'm sure, when he was in there, because he didn't play professionally. But maybe it did something to his way of thinking, and he can't see past his own pain. So he projects on other people. But I would love for you, Skinny, to tell Charleston how Louis Stern ain't shit, and you don't care nothing about what he did for him when he was a kid and was facing a prison sentence. I'd like to hear you tell him about how you don't see his cousin as nothing but an old fat bitch whore, and how his auntie vagina's rotten and the maggots is eating her up. I'd like for you to tell that story on film like you did when you told him about Straight Talk strangling his wife that you know nothing about. Perhaps you did read that on a piece of paper. Perhaps you did. I know if you look that case up on Dallas County, it's not going to give you all of that information. But if you run a background check, then you can get anything you want. But I'd like for you, Skinny, to just tell Charleston about Louis Stern and how he ain't shit. And let me see you do that on film. The next time y'all together, just tell them, you know that old bald-headed, tall lawyer that saved you, that helped his partner? Yeah, talk about him like you talk about me, to Charleston. You know, and I just want to see Charleston reaction. He say he's a character, but they say in real life he's very respectable and mannerable. You know, this guy I call my big brother Goody. Ask him, do he know Mr. Goody? You know, Robert Whitfield. You know, Dallas's own. Ask Charleston how you feel about him, and did he know that Goody is my best friend's brother? You know, just ask him those questions. Those people that he knows and have made an impact in his life. Goody grew up, you know, Miss Crump was the one who owned the daycare in West Dallas, and they owned a lot of land in Plano that now the European own. But just ask him if he know anything about those people. Just ask him. You know, just ask him. Texas is very huge. Very, very huge. The majority of your trip from here to California is crossing the state of Texas. You go through 2 other states before you get to California, maybe 3. Arizona, it's another state. You don't go through Nevada because you're going up 10. Don't get me to line. New Mexico, that's what it is. That's what it is. New Mexico. Kwame gave us the joke about how Skinny looked lost when they went to a restaurant in Atlanta. Kwame says Skinny grabbed the salt shaker thing and didn't understand how to get the salt out. No, they didn't have salt shakers in prison. And 11 years in prison will really take you away from society. It can really put you in another place. 11 years is a very long time to be caged like an animal. And what a lot of people don't understand, though, that we walk around, a lot of us, in the prison of our own mind, trying to prove ourselves to people who mean nothing to us. And the people that love us, we won't give them the time of day. And that's unfortunate. And I only say we because I'm a part of being a people. That's not my situation. I'm very family oriented. And I don't just care about my family, I care about yours too. My son let it tell me I just give a whole lot of unsolicited advice, and I'm very opinionated, and he's true on both points. If I know something that I believe that can help somebody, it's incumbent upon me to give it away. Because I was taught you can only keep what you have by giving it away. But a lot of people don't understand that principle. They don't understand the dynamic of being bliss to give than receive. Doesn't mean you don't want to receive. Doesn't mean you don't anticipate receiving and you don't hope to receive. It just means that your main goal in life is not to receive. You see, if things are one-sided, it doesn't matter which way it is. If it's one-sided, then you don't have a relationship. You have a ship that's sinking fast. You know that well-dressed lie, there's a story, and I don't know the story because it's a joke and it's really funny, and I'm probably about to mess this joke up. But what happened is the lie and the truth went to the lake, and they were going to go swimming. And the lie told the truth to let's take our clothes off and let's get in the water and go swimming. And so the truth took their clothes off, and the lie took their clothes off, and the truth dove into the water. And the truth is having fun, splashing in the water, all the while the lie is putting on the truth's clothes. And then the lie ran off in the truth's clothes. The lie was well dressed, but it was a lie anyway. And you have to strip the lie down to the naked truth. We got to do that on YouTube. We got to quit letting these people get away with what they're doing, all this false flagging. Some of this, I understand now, is YouTube's system. And I think it's a great system. As much as they flagged me to try to keep me from getting commercials on my videos, I'm only on twice a week. But YouTube has to review them manually. So a human gets to see my body of work and see that I'm not bullying, harassing, or stalking anyone. I am not scamming anyone out of money. I'm not hitting my own cash app from another phone so that somebody can hear a cash app and give a cash app. I'm not doing that. I'm doing me. And however it comes, that's how it'll come. But I'm going to continue to do me and share my knowledge for as long as I have my right mind and I'm able to speak and do it. Just know where Rainy lives, and you have the location also. But the only thing that I can say is, from what she said, that she wasn't close from her home and where he pretended he was staying, then she has to live out north like most people that moved to Dallas. I don't know where she lived. Most people that live in North Dallas, if they're not making a lot of money, and we do have executives that live in North Dallas, in the Plano, Richardson area. And then there are some that live there from many years ago. But the majority of the people that look like me that's in North Dallas now are on Section 8, or they're on the Walker program, or the USDA program, which is a program that the government offers for us to move out of the city. It's called gentrification, and put us back in the suburbs because they all now want to come back to the city. So, you know, it's not much she could tell me. I don't know her. I don't dislike her, but I don't have much respect for her because I remember when she and Skinny was at it real bad. But now she thinks he's the most revered man in her life. And perhaps he is. Considering what all Lamondo said that she allowed in her life. I don't know if that was true or false, but he told the story and then apologized for it, saying that he got misinformation, but he put it up on the screen. And when he was putting it up on the screen, he said it was authentic. So, you know, you never know about these people. You never know. And then they want me to be just somebody who begs. You know, that's the way Skinny say our tongue. Yeah, no, yes, I don't get too many. I just come on here, you know, to talk about NASA. If he didn't look like the spook, if he didn't look like, for real though, Sambo running in behind Charleston, if he didn't look like a man, oh, the coldest man in you, he don't say that around Charleston. He doesn't say he's better than Charleston in front of Charleston, but he's the only one that can do it like he do it. He come to a city where it's not legal to smoke weed and beg for somebody to bring him some weed on a video. Now you tell me, what kind of sense do that make? Just tell me. Charleston, Charleston gonna give, Charleston, oh, now it's Charleston. I remember last year it was Kwame. Kwame is all you knew. You didn't even know your name. It was all your cousin. Your cousin. You know that Geechee boy. Yeah, you know. I bet you didn't even try to get in touch with Lou. We Are One when you were in Dallas. I'm just betting now. I don't know. I don't gamble. Y'all play chess. Remember? That just didn't seem like no chess move that you would have made. I don't know of no YouTuber in the Metroplex that you said you tried to contact. None. Oh, we seen Rainey sitting in that car looking scared. I mean, that lady looked like she was literally afraid for her life. She's looking around. And then y'all only did 14 minutes. Then y'all come back. You gave the grand finale, and your comeback show was 14 minutes in a car where she looked scared as all New York, and it was almost nighttime because it turned from daylight to night while y'all was sitting in a car in 14 minutes. Now make that make sense. Just make it make sense. You traveling all around Dallas. You all in Oak Cliff. No, you wasn't. You wasn't in Oak Cliff. And you ain't showed us y'all at the part, Maddie Nash part, which we know Miss Nash and her children. And I'm sure you don't care anything about that. But I bet you those people in West Dallas do. I bet you Dewberry them do. Dewberry, whatever his name is. Dewberry. I don't want to get his name wrong. Dewberry. D-E-W. Dewberry. Yeah. I bet you they know. They know how important it is to them. I bet you those families know. You don't have a clue. And I bet you didn't tell Charleston you was inviting Straight to come to the party. I bet you didn't tell Charleston that. I heard you tell him about him strangling his wife. But I didn't hear you tell Charleston, yeah, I told that nigga to come to the park so we can get it. I didn't hear you say that. Maybe you said it on another tape that's members only, and people got to pay to hear you tell that lie. I don't believe you did that. I really don't. Because I don't think Charleston would condone what you're doing. He keeps telling you he's a character. But in real life, he has commitments. And he really do something. I don't know what he's doing now. Not my concern. But his record speaks for him. The only thing we know about you is you like to crack niggas in the head. And then you rob them with BB guns. And go to prison for 15 years. With a BB gun. And then all them people in your chat, how you go to prison for a BB? Baby, you can go to prison for a pencil if you use it as a weapon. Y'all need to start reading people. Quit listening to Skinny. He's lying to you all. And I know some of y'all just need lies because y'all can't take the truth. But y'all ought to just start asking yourself some questions. Why Skinny got all these channels? All these channels. He's got 65,000 on one channel, but he can't get 10,000 on the done. And he talked about me from August until now. I'm sure he's talking about me today. And then you all are lying. Come in my chat and come in my comments. That man didn't say nothing about you this moment. But that man have said everything about me. What he didn't do was talk about your mama and didn't say it about you. Because trust me, when he does, I don't think you're going to be able to handle it like I do. Because I'm unbothered. That little old man who's not a man, he's a male. And the European will call him a boy. And if he's not too careful, they'll call him by that number. And he'll say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, he can play that penitentiary role with y'all. He called me a glorified pen pal. Well, I'm way greater than a pen pal. I've made some differences in TDCJ. Yeah, I have. I'm not on no amicus brief. But y'all read my papers where we won in court. And then Skinny called us nothing but lawsuit chasers. No. We're for right, honey. And this is a country when you can't settle something as men and women, then we have a system where you can go and let someone else settle it for you. Yeah, we're not vigilantes here. Which reminds me, where is my song? It reminds me of this song. We have 35 people in the chat, 34 likes. If you would please hit the like, I would greatly appreciate it. If you forgot, hit the like. If you're in the bushes, hit the like. Doesn't cost you nothing but a like. We're not against content. We're not against content creators and supportive subscribers. But we are against those bullies, stalkers, and harassers. It's the thuggish, ruggish cons. 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 You got Southern Gotti, Tyrone, Texas Stranglers in the house, Shark Boys in the house, and Skinny the Don. I know that Uncle Suge is listening on and off. He's with his family. Today is his birthday. And so I played it at the very beginning, and I want to play it again to wish him happy birthday. No, Bevin, I'm not jealous. Apparently you didn't hear me. Your opinion means nothing to me. See, one thing I know about people's opinion is they can be wrong. You people don't seem to think that. But just let me school you on something. Opinions are just like our birthmark, which is our belly button. Everybody has one. We have life because of our birthmark. That's that umbilical cord that was attached to our mom. So opinions are just like that. But the difference between the umbilical cord and opinions can be wrong. And I don't mind you having an opinion. But I don't have no jealous bone in my body. You see, he drive a Hellcat. I drive a Mercedes-Benz. That Hellcat might mean something to you, but it don't mean nothing to me. I've been driving a Mercedes-Benz for the last 30 years. And different ones. And they in my name. I own the title to 4 of them. This one I'm driving now, I'm paying for it. This house, it ain't in my husband's name. The other house, it ain't in my husband's name. I divorced twice. I don't have a reason to be jealous. You see, I done seen some women so pretty, it'll make my eyes water. But when I look in the mirror, I look at the most beautiful girl in the world. I don't give a damn how she look, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it's what you see. And if you see me being jealous, so be it. And it's amazing how people will come to your chat. And I noticed you didn't hit the like button because I'm still at 34. Won't hit my like button, but you want to disrespect me. You didn't even speak to me. You just start saying I'm jealous. Jealous of a con man who's got 11 years as a convict, and I'm an officer of the court, and you think I'm jealous? Jealous of a man who depends on people like you who are gullible to give him his money when I get 2 checks every month? Do you think I'm jealous? Jealous of a man who got so many kids he don't know how many he have, and I have 1 son? Do you think I'm jealous? No, sir. I'm not jealous. Jealous of a man who had to con you and the rest that are like you to get him money to come pay a man that he used to couldn't stand. Now Jordan gonna put me on. Jordan, I'm about to die with Nigga Nation. Yeah. What he gonna say and what you gonna say when that don't happen? You know, Kwame thought the same thing. Skinny know Charleston. Ain't never been to prison, but he was in the youth commission. Skinny been to prison and ain't in now prison, but I guess he, like Kwame, got to come to Texas, so Charleston let him get into Texas prison. Boy, if you don't stop. And Bibbin, you come in my chat saying something like that, don't speak to me in no other chats. Treat me like all them other people, like you don't see me. But you're welcome to voice your wrong opinion. I'm not angry. No, you wouldn't like me if I was angry. I have misplaced anger, so rarely do I take out the anger on the person I'm angry at. That's something I had to learn to deal with. Misplaced anger. And we do that a lot as human beings. Instead of dealing with the person who hurt you or made you upset, you won't say nothing to them. You just go talk to other people. You say, and he fed? If he fed, then he wanted me. I'm a fed. If you're talking about a federal employee, I'm just retired. But I got your ass. But no, Bibbin, you say you be lying. So you probably would fit in with Skinny. Okay. I got your ass. But it never takes me off my subject. And that's the liar, Skinny, who has all these channels, but he can't get the same numbers. Now, if he got all these channels and all y'all love him so much and follow him so deep, why don't he have the same numbers on all the channels? Why doesn't he have engagement with real people and not the same few? Why is that? There's something wrong with that picture. Then he started talking about, see, I'm going to help my people around me. He got that from Charleston. When Charleston told him that he can't be monetized, he got people that's monetized. So Supernova, while you doing all that, up skin is behind, he's looking to monetize you, and you're going to share your money with him. That's what he's looking to do. Chase with the sense and the diamond checker. Yeah, he's looking for you to share the diamond with him. Or the diamond money. Yeah, Flip. The one who can't flip without flopping. The one who seemed like he was a decent human being until he started bowing down to Skinny. That one changed his name every other week. As often as he changed his voice and never could win the comedy contest. That one. Y'all really believe that? He's really trying to make y'all channels big? And then he's talking about him and Rainey is coming back big as ever, and both of them together never could get 100 people. So much so that he started going to sleep on her. And then had the finale. And Bibbin, you think that I'm jealous of that? And I have my own platform that I can talk for as long as I can talk, even if I have to talk to myself? No, sir. Not in the least. I would help a person before I would envy him. See, I think it's enough room in the sky for everybody to start to shine. I think it's enough in your brain, or it ought to be. And if not, you can look it up or use your computer. Use your computer. Ask the question. You can get enough information. You can get enough. But you can have content. Doesn't have to be about somebody else. You don't have to have seances on YouTube where you honoring the request of the dead. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to call people out of these names. If you got the skills that the tag team wrestlers say they have, why don't they use them on the mic? Or why don't they get a character and just talk and make people laugh? I'm going to be going all around. Going where and who going to want to see you? You couldn't even get nobody to come to SkinnyCon. Who going to go see you if you go anywhere? You didn't even have people from your hometown at SkinnyCon. Y'all just think about this stuff. The stuff that we all want to overlook and call everybody jealous. Here's a man put on SkinnyCon in his hometown. Charged $40 a ticket. I don't know if he sold any, but I gave him $40 for a ticket. And then they gonna lie and tell me what I didn't do. And he know what I did. See, Supernova don't know. She just trying to come up. She don't understand that she got as much talent, if not more, than he. And the knowledge she thinks she has, that she can compete with me, not in her wildest race. She could be at the Kentucky Derby tonight, and she couldn't beat me. And I don't run. Not at all. People just talk. And they say hurt people hurt people. No, hurting people hurt people. See, my daddy taught me, rarely do you catch one complaining when it's in their favor. It ain't been in Skinny's favor a long time, because he's been complaining about me since August 21st, 2022. He throws Sister T in there. He throws Queen Regina in there. Every chance he get. But one thing we know he don't do He don't throw unbreakable kicks in there. We know he does not do that. So we know he knows how to behave. We know somebody can make him behave. And although he's dodged many times service, and we finally got him served through YouTube, he'll get to behave again. He'll get to behave again. You people do all of his bidding. Keep adding yourselves to the numbers. It's not necessary. If you're not a felon, why are you trying to get a felony? And why are you trying to get a federal felony? It makes no sense. You know, they have no parole. And oftentimes when you come home, you got to do some probation. You people need to stop it. I don't roast. So you're not coming in here to roast me. You're coming either to respect me and be a part of my chat, or you're coming to disrespect me for somebody else because you don't know me. And then you're not talking to me about me. You're talking to me about another man and my feelings toward, and I'm going to say male, because he's not a man, and neither are you. And if you're not male, then you're female, or you choose which one you want to be. You know, you can choose now which one you want to be. So you choose, and I'll respect your choice. But as I was saying a moment ago, it's Uncle Shook's birthday, and he spent time with his family and with his mom. And so I want to play his birthday song again for him, because I know he's listening off and on. So y'all join me, if you will. Sing happy birthday in your own way to Uncle Shook. Or you can type it in the chat if you like. Whatever you choose to do, it's your choice. Happy birthday Shook. I love you so. 48 candles makes my heart glow. Forever and ever. Oh, I love you so. But you're only 48. 48. And man, do you look great. You're the wittiest and the most talented content creator I know. Shook, 48 candles. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shook, and many more. Yeah, I have less people, it appears, watching the videos, but more people are watching my videos. I don't know if you got to hear that ask, but I was so excited about it when I looked in the studio today, and I got the words that more people are watching my videos, and that made me feel good. So you guys just keep doing what you're doing for me, because I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I want to say, I want to show y'all Let me share my screen. And Skinny said that he was in Dallas. And he bragged. Okay. I want y'all to see this. This is where I live. This is where he was when he claimed he was riding all through Dallas and all the hoods. That's 28 miles from Dallas. The city proper. This is a suburb. This is Frisco, Texas. This is not even in Dallas County. I just want to show y'all the lie. This man telling everybody that he came to Dallas and he wants Straight to come meet him. He did not come to Dallas for Straight to come meet him. That is a lie. That is a lie. That's where he was when he was with Charleston White in the 7-minute video. And now, that's 28 miles if you take the tollway. If you go out I-35, actually, it's 34.6 miles because you're not on the tollway. You would be going up I-35 and then you would have to go over to the North Tollway. You wouldn't go up through the Dallas Tollway. And they never came through the Dallas Tollway because they came from way of Tarrant County. They came out 121, if they actually, or 161 George Bush Turnpike, which is another tollway. Yeah, it's his birthday. Today is his birthday. And then this hotel that he pretended that he lived in, it's 19.7 miles if you go up Central Expressway. And if you go up the tollway, it's 22 miles. And if you go up I-35, which is closest to me, and then you would go over to 635, it's 27 miles from where I live. I live in the heart of Oak Cliff, Texas, in the heart of the ghetto. That's where I live. 3 miles from downtown Dallas, going south. So this young man is just lying. And I'm not trying to change his base mind because I know they're hooked on him like most folks are hooked on phonics. We have 36 people in and 34 likes. If you forgot to hit the like, please hit the like for me. But I guarantee you that this man has been lying on everyone and everybody. He's an opportunist. And he didn't like when I used to say that he said he was an opportunist. He's an opportunist. Yeah, Skinny lied all the way. He didn't come here for straight talk. He came here to interview Charleston White. And he needed them to help him with the money to do it. Because Charleston don't talk for free. Charleston sees nothing in Skinny. And I don't know if he get rid of all of his videos, but if you go back and look at his videos, if they're up, when he was talking about Skinny, and when he was breaking down Skinny so bad, Skinny decided to leave Charleston alone because he couldn't take a man talking to him in the manner in which Charleston was talking to him. And he wasn't talking about pulling up on no Charleston and what he would do. He wasn't talking about any of that. So I don't understand where all this pull-up come from other than sensationalism and to have you gullible people thinking that something is really going to happen to somebody because you all seem like you're not going to be satisfied until somebody is actually hurt. And then all you're going to say is, ooh, I didn't know it was going to get like that. And then that hotel room that he showed us is a joke. When I tell y'all that's a joke and that is not no DoubleTree hotel, please believe me when I tell you that is not a DoubleTree hotel. I probably shouldn't have took that down and let y'all see where the hotel was from Arlington and Fort Worth, way up in Plano. Hey, TY. I hope you got to see those maps. If you didn't, just go back and fast forward through my video. But this man was nowhere near close trying to get to Straight and nobody else in Dallas, Texas. Nowhere near. And I'm so glad that Straight calmed down and realized that this man only came here to interview Charleston White. I bet you he had to pay for his ticket to get into his show. I don't know if he was here for the birthday party or not. He was here for the after party because Charleston's birthday was the 17th. And he had a show on the 17th and the 18th. And when I heard this story about him supposed to have been coming for Straight, then I knew then. I seen Charleston and seen he was going to have a show. I knew then that's why he was coming. And then me and my great mind, Asatar is my great mind, and we sound off each other, put it together that he came to interview him. And he used his people by lying, saying he was coming to see Straight, and know that he wasn't nowhere near close to wanting to see Straight. He wasn't even in Dallas County much of the time that he was here. But what I wanted to show you guys before I go, because I'm going to get ready to go. I think Uncle Suge is going to be coming on, and today is his day, and I kind of undressed this lie like I wanted to, but I wanted to show you guys. I had it up, but I think I done got rid of it. No, here it is. I just wanted to show you all something. If y'all go back and look at that video, Captain Wolf, you know, I don't mind you having your fun and laughing, but in my chat, we don't disrespect people. And TY apologized to me, and I accepted his apology. So if you want to continue to be a friend here, because I only give y'all one chance. I unblocked everybody. And really, and you're on your verge of being blocked again. I don't mind you coming in. I don't mind you having questions for me. I don't mind you disagreeing with me. But what I do mind is you disrespecting anybody in my chat. I don't disrespect, and I don't allow disrespect. I'm from the ghetto, and I've had enough disrespect in my life. So I didn't come to YouTube to show the world how we disrespect each other. I came to show integrity and the honor of my mama and daddy. And I don't care about what nobody else do. I really don't. But I'm going to tell you about me. I call me Toothless Tiger. My name is Shirley Vick. And trust me, I am who I say I am. And let me take these glasses off so you can see me. Because see, now I can see you. And the red in my eye, that's from my surgery. I got my cataracts removed so I can see. Eyes can see now. But anybody that show up over here, let's just show them respect long as they showing me respect. And they showing y'all respect. Let's show them the same respect. And you want to make fun and tell jokes, go over there to the man that makes fun and tell jokes about people. But what I want y'all to do is go back and look at that video. That's what I'm asking y'all to do. When he was sitting at that desk telling y'all he was at the DoubleTree. Thank you, Captain. When he was at the DoubleTree. Number one, the DoubleTree don't look like that. That's number one. But he said he was in Richardson, Texas. That's where the Europeans live. So you know they DoubleTree don't look like that. But I just want y'all to go back and look at the room that he showed us. And just look at what the hotels show you their rooms look like. Now, one of them lying. Now, most of us, when we go out of town and we go to a hotel, most of us, we, take pictures. Most of us take pictures of the outside of the hotel. We normally take pictures of the lobby of the hotel. Especially if they have something special like a waterfall or something, we take pictures all around that, They got a little eating area. We normally take pictures there, That's how most of us do when we travel. But this man sat in a room that looked like it could have been, an executive hotel, maybe something like maybe one of their, suites or something. And I don't mean like the big suites on the 35th floor. I mean like where business people go and stay, like, the embassy suites. But he said it was the DoubleTree. Could have been like a Motel 6. It could have been like a Holiday Inn. But I just want you to say they look. And y'all look at them curtains and them walls that was gold and the curtains were white. And I just want to show y'all this. I might have to, it might let me do it. Yeah, I just want to show y'all the hotel and what it looked like. And what he showed us looked nothing like this hotel. Okay, let me see if it's going to let me do it over here. It's not moving over here. I want you to move. Oh, let me take that down. Let me take this back up here. I want y'all to just look at this. Look at the bathroom. He didn't show us none of this. He didn't even... Now, he was out by this area when they were in Frisco. When they were in Frisco. They wasn't coming to Dallas. They were in Frisco. So that meant they were on their way to Fort Worth. And he was bragging about Miss Juicy like he know Miss Juicy. But I just want y'all to see. He didn't show us the food that they offer at the hotel. That's complimentary food. He didn't show us the beautiful hallway in the picture of the Hyatt Hotel. He didn't show us his room. I don't see a refrigerator anywhere in that room. Not anywhere in the room. I'm not saying they don't have one. And then they talked about when I was in a 5-star Omni Hotel, he and Super Horsification talked about it was mildew, which does a 5-star hotel with no mildew is granite. And then this chair is totally different than the chair he was sitting in. Totally different. So, I mean, you know, I don't know if every room would have the same color drapes, but these are burnt orange. They were not old blue and white linen drapes. I'm just showing y'all this is what that hotel looks like. And you can get this on the website. I didn't make this up. I didn't come up with it. That's what's on the website. So it's very hard for me to believe that this man actually lived in this hotel. The hotel room that he was in, I promise y'all, I could be wrong. I believe I sent me a picture of that hotel room. Let me see. I don't see it. But I know I took a picture because I wanted you guys to see. You know, just to see. You know, just undressing. A well-dressed lie. Because all this man do is lie. And as long as everybody sit over there and say nothing, then they are complicit in his lying and they acquiesce to his lying. And I promise you, that's not a good thing to do. But I just want y'all to look at the colors. This room looks so old. Let me do this. Let me take him off of this. And he say the Don is in Dallas. Well, the Don ain't in Dallas. The Don wasn't in Dallas. The Don came to Texas. And y'all need to Google and see how large Texas is. This looked like more, like I say, an extended stay of one of the better hotels. That's what it looks like. I don't know what it is, but I can guarantee you it's not the DoubleTree Hotel. Let me just show y'all this picture. And y'all be the judge. You know, don't take my word for it. Everybody and their mama got an opinion. So use your opinion. Don't use my opinion. Use yours. Let me just share this screen. Now, y'all tell me if this hotel room look anything like that room that they showed on the internet. That's not even the same chair. Look at this. That chair wasn't made like that. Look at these drapes. Look at the lights. Look at the colors. And then look at that chair. Look like when they first started putting furniture in hotels. So I could be wrong. I'm like all other people. That's my eyes deceiving me or just my opinion. But I can see. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that's the same hotel? I don't. And I certainly know it wasn't in Dallas. So I can't say that he even came to Dallas. I don't even know if they went to West Dallas, and maybe he's showing that only to his people. I can't say that he went to Dallas. I don't know. And West Dallas from my house is about 11 to 14 miles. So he didn't come to Oak Cliff, Texas. And if he did, he zoomed through on I-35. Or he came around on I-20. You know. And again, I'm glad nothing happened. Because this man just wants something to happen. But his federal case is not going away. And I'm going to be happy to show the judge that he dodged service and sends me back all of the certified letters. But he came to Dallas to meet up with a man. I wish I had that tape. I didn't get to see it when he was doing that because I don't look at him. But this is the return letters that he has coming to my house while he's telling all of his people, that lady ain't sent me nothing. Yeah, return to sender. The lady sent her something. I mean, sent him something. Uh-huh. If you can't answer that for yourself, then don't ask me. So you got enough sense to ask that question, then you got enough sense to answer. You know, people are so gullible and so stupid. That's stupid. And I don't know who you are. I'm not going to say you're Miss Archie. You could be, but I'm not going to say that even though you're using her picture and her name. I'm not going to say that you're her. Because I really believe she has more sense than that. And when she contacts me through IG, she doesn't sound stupid. Nor is she defending Skinny. See, you people going to have to learn you can't just come in my chat and disrespect me. So if you have no clue what's going on, then you should come in speaking to me. Not asking me no question about what we trying to figure out. If you keep listening, you'll get to hear. We ain't trying to figure out nothing. I'm undressing a well-dressed lie. Skinny was not in Dallas. He was in the suburbs of Dallas. He was not in the Doubletree Hotel. It's just that simple. Well, I would say you're being rude because you ain't spoke yet. You know, it's customary when you enter a person's house to speak. I don't know. You know, a lot of people were trained. I was reared by a mother and a father. And I was taught when you enter a room, it's incumbent upon you to speak to anyone that's in that room that you entered. That's so sweet of you, ass, but that's the name of the video. Let me just go off camera so they can see. The naked truth is always better than the best dressed lie. How you doing? Thank you for speaking, Mrs. Archie's twin sister. Because I don't believe you're Mrs. Archie. I'm like you, as I think that they're being rude. Because Mrs. Archie wouldn't say Mrs. Archie because her husband's name is Archie. But what I'm going to get ready to do is I'm going to ask. Let me ask. Yeah, if you're really Mrs. Archie and you were verified, then we're going to apologize to say you were trolling. Because we don't accept nobody trolling in your name. And I didn't think you would use Mrs. Archie because, you know, of your sentiment with your husband. I thought you was using the other name. But we wouldn't disrespect his name either. Asatara, Maria said she checked and that's really Mrs. Archie. She said that's really her. But Mrs. Archie, it seems like you must have missed the whole video, so I would suggest to you to go back and look at the beginning of the video. I'm going to get ready to close out because I'm going to play my new song for this evening. And I'm going to thank everybody for coming. And Mrs. Archie, make sure you hit the like button before you leave. And anybody who didn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. It's 36 of us in here, and we only have 33 likes. So if you would, please help me out. It's free, and it really helps when we get our likes equivalent to the people that's in our chat. It shows YouTube that we're engaging and that you're interested in whatever it is that I'm saying. So I would appreciate a like. It helps us tremendously. Yeah, rewatch and then you'll understand what's going on. And I'm glad that you came, but you know, it's just customary to speak because I don't like being rude to people. But anybody come in my house and don't speak. When we were growing up, what my daddy used to do, he used to put people out and make them come back. TY, I really do appreciate you coming over. You apologized to me. I truly accepted it. You're always welcome. We don't play the games over here. I thank y'all. I really do, TY, for y'all understanding that I'm playing my drops as a business deal. It is my business. Matter of fact, it was the only way I could cope when I was going through all of y'all coming at me. Now it's just funny, so I don't play y'all too much. But if somebody requested, then I will. I will play them. But I don't want y'all to think that, you know, I'm disrespecting y'all because I'm not. I was really trying to keep my sanity. Wilma asked me earlier, how do I do it? I do it by dealing with me and my emotions and my feelings. Sometimes it's very depressing, but you know, I've overcome much worse odds and so many other things. I don't know who you are, Big Looper, and you not trusting this person means nothing to me. You didn't speak to me either. See, you people need to learn for real though, etiquette. And we're supposed to be all adults. When you enter someone's house, you should always just speak. And I know you don't enter an enemy's house. And if you do, then you're crazy. But I don't have to trust nobody. I trust me. That's who I trust. I trust me. And if you're kind to me, I don't care who and what you are. I want to be kind to you. And if you're not kind to me, then I don't care about you. But I would like for everybody to just, you know, understand that everybody is welcome. I unblocked everybody except for the people we reblocked. And if you do something out of line, my moderators are some of the best in the West. And I call Madria the very best. Because she works 2 jobs hard as hell, and she's going to be dropping them links, dropping them links. Y'all don't have to worry about it, Miss Archie. We don't do back and forth in here. We don't care if he's trustworthy or not. Long as I say you're welcome in here, you're welcome. And if anybody continue to disrespect you, then they're gone. So you don't have to do all that here. See, when you come here, you can engage in the conversation. We don't engage going back and forth. We're trying to show the world that we can do something different. And we can be adults, and we can use our minds, and we can have opinions, and they can be different. You know, we just want to engage one another. We want to be adult. We want to learn from one another. That's what it's all about. It ain't about putting nobody down. So I can't stop the first thing somebody say to you or to me, Miss Archie, but I can guarantee you they don't get a chance to keep on saying nothing about you in here. I don't do that. That's not who I am. But I do want to say that TY has a show. Straight Talk has a show. I don't know if he's going to continue his show. Perhaps, come on in. Perhaps he will. Hold on, y'all. I thought that was my nephew knocking at the door. But perhaps, you know, he will stay because he said he had really left YouTube. He had really left it. You know, he kind of got his spirit broken. But I think that he has something to offer. He is, he says, a disabled veteran. And I know I was hard on him based on what was happening to me. But I think that he has a purpose and a place being a disabled veteran. And he may be looking for something, and he may not think what I have to say means nothing. But I think if he just talked about being a veteran and what he goes through, or what veterans goes through, especially Asiatic veterans, what they have to go through just getting acclimated back into society, and then the treatment they get when they go to the VA, or the lack of treatment, the treatment they get from people. I just think that that would be a beautiful topic, and I think my family is full of veterans. And I just think that would be something that he could offer the community. Because I think it's a lot of men that say that they're veterans on here. And some people are just used to following. You know, they're not used to leading. Oh, look at Lazy Baby. Look at my nephew up there giving some information. I didn't even know that, Lazy. He said, Miss Archie, you can also block them from your end and never have to worry about whoever is bothering you. So, Miss Archie, I don't know if you know how to do that or not, but you can block them. You can go to their page and go up there to the 3 dots up there at the top and hit block, and you can block them and don't have to worry about that. But you will not be harassed here. Okay, Maria, when you come back, I'll probably be gone over to Shugs because I think he pushed the show back a little bit. And so I'm going to try to go over there so I can see him celebrate, you know, his birthday, if he's still on. But, yeah, but I think Straight really has something to offer. TY, I think that you have a lot to offer. I think that you have a radio voice, you know, YouTube voice. I think you have a lot to give in your talks. I don't look at you a lot. And, you know, I told you way back when I stopped looking at y'all, I made a mistake, you know, trying to support somebody who I thought that I supported. And now y'all all as cool as fans. But I have nothing to do with that. But I will continue to support you guys like you came and supported me. And I appreciate that. And again, you won't hear your song too much, but they kind of like Straight songs. So we'll hear them songs. And again, they're not about y'all, but they are parodies of y'all. Or people that's maybe close to y'all. It's just some stuff I had to do to keep my sanity. And I thank goodness that I have the creativity to do parodies and have fun, just like you did when you did my drop. I really wasn't angry about that. I thought that was a cute idea. That's why I did it myself. I thought that was a cute idea because I was really making fun of Gil, making fun of Kwame. So we all was just having fun. And as long as we're having fun, that's what it's all about. Okay, Ed said he doesn't see it. Oh, you don't see it? Okay, I thought he said he was going live later. That's what I thought. But you know, we all in this together, y'all, and we all can make it work. Hang, support one another. We can go ahead and hit a Cash App if we choose to, or a Super Chat if we choose to. We can go by and leave a comment. It's called building. And we can even collaborate if we have something to talk about. It's about building. Just think all of us came here really not knowing what to do. Just think what we've learned over this past 2 years. If we would come together and teach new YouTubers that's coming so they don't have to go through what we went through. Or people who already here who really have some good stuff to offer, but they're afraid because they seen what happened to us. I know the feeling and the pain that y'all going through because I went through it alone. And y'all are on the other side. And you don't see it when you're in the middle of it. But I can guarantee you feel it when you're the target. And it doesn't feel nice to know you've done nothing to nobody. All you did was supported somebody, all bodies, and to get turned on overnight. That's a horrible feeling. But I'm not a needy person of the crowd. I don't need them. I love having an audience that listens and hopefully learn. But I don't team up on nobody. That's never been a good feeling. I've seen it happen to too many people. I've had it to happen to me. Teaming up is never a good feeling for nobody involved. It's not. And so I don't know if he's going live or not, but I know that I'm going to play again the song that I created today. And I'm going to salute Uncle Suge for his birthday for the last time. And I'm going to bid you guys good night. But I'm going to play 1 or 2 songs because as I know you probably want to hear this, so I'm going to play it. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank you for your comments, your engagement. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your likes. We got up to 35 likes. If anybody came and forgot to hit the like, please hit the like button. If you missed the whole thing, then please go back and see it. It's very good, I think, and it's very interesting. And, have a great evening. But I'm going to play a couple of songs, and then I'll come back and say goodbye. I am telling you, I'm not going. Not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going, and you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. You're gonna go with me. You can't beat skinny giving, no matter how hard you try. He'll keep on messing up. Do or die. He has minions in the chat, that told me what he's doing. You keep on dodging. Thank you, super hostification. 'Cause you can't beat skinny giving. Do or die. You can keep dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging. No matter how hard you try. But we will meet in the federal court. That ain't no lie. You can't beat skinny giving. Thank you, super hostification. You did it. Yeah, you did it. Happy birthday, Suge. I love you so. 48 candles makes my heart glow. Forever and ever. Oh, I love you so. But you're only 48. 48. And man, do you look great. You're the wittiest and the most talented content creator I know. Suge, 48 candles. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, go turn it up. It's your day, your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Suge, and many more. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. You're a bad, bad mister in them penitentiary slippers on your way to the shower. I know you're gonna be there for hours. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Yeah, and when you drop that soap, we know Big Bub will be there to give you some hope now. Yeah, and when he squeeze and tease, boy, we know you know that's dynamite, child. Yeah, and when you work and twerk, send your body all into a jerk now. Wow. Skinny tight, skinny tight, skinny tight. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied, skinny lied. So y'all just remember, Skinny lied about coming to Dallas. He was in the suburbs of Dallas. He was around Dallas. But he lied. He did not come to all the places that he's having y'all think that he's coming. And the park that he was inviting Straight Talk to come to was full of families and children. It's West Dallas. It's one of our poorest areas in Dallas. They're building it up all around West Dallas. Gentrification, remember that. But why would you tell a man to meet you in a place where families go, where children play, when he told you to meet him in a place There was nothing but you in space. You in space. No weapons, no nothing. Just you in space. He refused to do that. So you will hear a lot of things about what happened when Skinny came to Dallas. But I just want you all to remember, Skinny came to Dallas to try to get under Charleston White's direction. He wants to be a member of Nigga Nation. And remember, Nigga is an acronym. Nigga. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. That's what that stands for. It does not stand for what most people think. So he makes it with a negative connotation, but it actually has a positive denotation if you know what it stands for. And so, having said that, Asatar, do you want to come up before I leave or no? Ask, you want to come up before I go? And Lazy, if you ever decide one time that you want to come up, let me know. You're welcome to come up. You know, I don't really drop links for people. But I love it when Asatar comes and give his take on things. Okay, he's in between orders, so he can't come up. So on that note, hopefully Uncle Sugar's going to come on because he said he might come on. So hopefully he'll come on and give us a treat before we go to sleep. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Jade, I really thank you for staying with me. I greatly appreciate it. And I hate I missed Sister T, but we came on around the same time. But I can't wait to see her show because we talked about the same subject. So I can't wait to hear her take and her show. And on that note, everybody, I'm going to leave it with our children because we know we believe in them and we want to help them. But let's just play one for the tag team member. Let me just play my latest on him and his doxing. The one that wanted me to send Skinny to prison and to jail. The one who said he wanted resolution. And the one who's now turned on me and making stupid videos. And now he's going to be traveling, I understand. And now they're the traveling content creators. I don't know what that means and who they think they are when people are all over. And if they're anything like me, the majority of the people that support you are really in your state. Mine is in my state, not necessarily in my city, but definitely in my state. And I'm grateful for all the support throughout the United States and abroad, because I realize we have global support. Briex is all the way in Africa, and I hate that we missed her tonight, but I understand the 8.5 hour difference. So having said that, I'm going to give y'all this guy who just keeps doxing, but he didn't file any charges against Skinny, and he said that was the one he was after because he sent all those people after his wife and child. But yet they're now tag team players against me. So let me play his song, and then I dedicate that song to him. By the way, it's a parody like all others. And then I'm going to go out with Whitney Houston, my version, Our Children Truly Are Our Future. Everybody have a beautiful night. Hope to see you guys Wednesday. All right, I'll see you in Sister T's chat or Suge's chat. Have a beautiful night. And on that note, I'm leaving the Tiger's Den. The time has come for us. Stop messing around. I almost thought you really were serious about stop bullying. Oh, Mondo. So many times I thought you were sincere. For you to say I filed the charges in my ear, Mondo. You start doxing. Oh, my heart was yearning for you to file charges against Skinny Mister. My heart was a yearning for you to file the charge. Oh, my heart was yearning for you to file the charge.
Mondo, keep doxing everybody's life. Mondo, doxing everybody's life. You keep Mondo, doxing everybody's life. Mondo, doxing everybody's life. You keep Mondo, doxing everybody's life. Mondo, doxing everybody's life. Oh no.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all.